Gym done. Shower done. Breakfast sorted. Email newsletter done. Trading session done. Coffee done. Kira smells. 10,000 steps done. Didn't take any trades yesterday. It was quite a quiet one for me yesterday, to be honest. Obviously, we're at all-time highs, and there's always that, you know, are we going to sell off from here? But yesterday's highs, they just didn't look like all-time highs. They just looked equal, more liquidity. This looked like one at the time, but obviously that was just a fake out. Caught people on the wrong side. I was looking to long here yesterday, but I didn't quite get my entry. And then this morning I've woken up, seen this, and I've just been like, you know what, this looks prime for a long. However, good lesson for you here. Because we are in uncharted waters, we've never been this high on gold before. My process was, if I'm getting in around about here, realistically, that's my target. And at the time, it was around about 1.7R, I think, where I was looking. I think my stop was, yeah, around about here, and then I would have been targeting that black line roughly. It was about 1.7R. And now for me personally, especially with gold, I'm not getting in a trade for that. It's just not worth the risk. I want to be looking at least 3 to 4%, especially with gold, because it does just go when it goes. So I decided to pull my stop back a little bit and get a better risk reward, looking for more of those 1 to 4s. I was like, okay, I'll go for 3.6 or 3.5 point stop, and we'll run it to there, happy days. However, didn't tag me. And when it was here, I was watching it. I was very close to hitting it. And I was like, no, I'll wait. However, I'd made a decision, and I have to own that decision. It's all well and good now in hindsight to be like, oh, bro, obviously you should have got in there. Well, no fucking shit, I should have got in there. But I didn't. And the reason I'm sharing that is because in the moment, you make decisions and you have to accept those decisions. If we'd not been at all-time high and we'd been anywhere else, I wouldn't have cared. I'd have hit the trade. But because I was just being that little bit more cautious, because I don't want to get giddy and be like, it's just going up. All it does is go up, because it will sell off. And when it does, it's going to catch a lot of people out on the wrong side. I'm going to journal it as a missed trade purely because I should have been in it. But I'm going to factor in, obviously, that all-time highs are obviously in the vicinity, if you like. And it kind of just changed my judgment slightly. A lot of videos in the locker for like 2 years now, written down on like Notion and stuff. And I've just never really acted on them. And I thought, you know what, I want to get a bit more creative with some of the other videos. So that is what we're going to do. So sketchbook's here. Mia will probably rob it and start drawing in it, but it's all good in the hood. Watching the chart at the minute, I'm not going to lie. Seeing where gold is now, it's still pushing higher. I'm just not going to touch it today. I'm going to leave it. I'm going to do some chilling. I'm going to do some planning. And I'm going to enjoy some of the sun and obviously time with the girls because it's still off and it's important to do. And I'll keep my eyes on this, but yeah, also have started a new video, which I spent a lot of my morning preparing, which you'll see hopefully next week, all going well. So I need to keep my phone near me. That's all I'm saying. Love you all, long time, have a nice day. Off into London today, people. Just catching up with a friend. We try and do it once a month. You know the score by now. Just gonna go out, get some food. I'm not gonna lie, man, the weather's pretty shocking today. It's pretty chilly. So got this kind of like overthrow thing on. Was gonna go cream, went black. Happy days. There was a trade yesterday that's set up based on the edge, if you like, but using the trader intuition, I didn't take it because it was a long and we were pretty much at the all-time high, and I was like, there's no way it's going to carry on. So it's all good there. Sometimes you've got to use that trader instinct. It's the whole point in becoming a trader. You know, if you want to trade purely mechanical, you will have issues. It's great to begin with, but you do need that element of experience to come in and be able to make decisions. London to Flatiron, if you've not been, you should definitely check Flatiron out. It's probably one of the best steakhouses in London and it's very affordable. I went for the Scottish Bavaretti, mac and cheese, garlic mash, peppercorn sauce. The flavours are just incredible. You can see from this shot. I'm a very happy bunny. Definitely recommend checking it out. There's plenty of them across London. And then when you leave, they give you this little meat cleaver and you get a cheeky free ice cream, which also slaps. So all round, give it a 9 out of 10. My mate had found a new fragrance spot he wanted to check out. We both love our fragrance. Never say no to a new fragrance. So off we went. Always looking for the new gems that not everyone else has. Actually, I wish there was a technology for you guys and girls to be able to smell just how great these fragrances was. Not only that, but look at the interior design in this place. It's absolutely like nothing I've ever seen before for a fragrance shop. The customer service was unbelievable, very accommodating people. And here's me making a special coffee and eating some dates, and they were the best dates I've ever eaten. Thank you very much. You all know I love coffee and I'm a massive fan, but I would never in a million years be paying $2,000 for some beans. Anyone selling an expensive high ticket course has read this book. Don't get me wrong, it's a great book, not long finished it, very insightful. But what I didn't realise is the guy that wrote it actually made a lot of his money from selling e-learning for Forex. I think he made something like 16 million, and he talks about high ticket items, high ticket sales. And now in the industry, we are seeing a hell of a lot of high ticket items. We've always had like the £1,000 or the £2,000 things, But now we're starting to see more like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10K. Listen, I get it. You can't put a price on this stuff to a degree, just like if you went to uni to be a pilot, to be a dentist, to be a doctor, whatever it might be, it's going to cost you money, right? I guess if people will pay it, then it will always be a thing. But I just found it interesting. I was reading through it and I was like, right, this is definitely what a lot of people have read. Not gonna lie, you know, seeing how this guy built, I think, like I say, 16 million from trading education is fucking nuts. But yeah, I don't know, the space at the minute is nuts. Like the fact people pay that, but they won't pay that to fix their mindset or something. You know, last year when I was talking about Rewired a lot, haven't spoke about it loads this year just because I feel like people don't value what it is. And those of you that have bought it and purchased it and used it, you've obviously leveled up. I use it still, I go for it all the time, I've leveled up. But it's funny how something like psychology isn't deemed, you know, high ticket item price worthy of it or whatever it might be. But as soon as someone flashes technicals, you'll pay 10 grand and they're literally a regurgitation or an ICT concept that is free. To be honest, I know a hell of a lot of people that trade ICT that don't trade ICT anymore. Some of them have even gone back to support and resistance and they make more money. So it just shows you, like, sometimes it's actually you, not always the edge in the system. Winter's coming. I feel like summer's gone. Got them cold, dark mornings. But we're off to the gym, we're getting it in. Let's go. Right, gym done. Just on my way home now. I had a message from someone called Switzy Man. I'm sure some of you lot know who he is. Pretends he sends signals. I think he got in there with like DMO back in the day, and I don't know if they fell out or whatever. But he's asking me to work with him, and I just let him know what's up in it. Like, I'm not horrible, but at the same time, those sort of people piss me off because they're the sort of people that give this industry the shit name. And it's what brought me into the industry years ago, and it's what made me had all these like different beliefs and kind of ideologies of what a trader was. And just because he's got money and just because he lives like that lavish life, people listen to him. But it absolutely blows my mind because the dude ain't trading, the dude ain't making all his money from trading. He's making it from selling you a dream and from lying to you, but acting like he's not. And it's just annoying, man. Like, I feel like doing a video on these people and just even if they're just trying their thing out in it. Like, if you can prove me wrong that you make money and you do your thing, then cool. But when you're living a life like that and you're promoting and pitching to people, you're trying to work with people and collab with people, and it's probably broker affiliates, the fuck out of it, man. But if you fall for that sort of shit, or you're falling for that sort of shit, then it's a you problem, because it means you're looking for a quick fix, you're looking for a quick way to make money, and all the while you try and do shit quick, you'll just stay where you are and then give up. So please, people, like, if that is you, like, wobble your head in it. I'm currently in the process of actually looking at doing something that I've wanted to do for years as well. I know this is like a vlog of me just talking about things I wanted to do for years, but I've wanted to bring out my own merch for ages and ages. I'm really into fashion anyway, and I looked into it before, even before the happened in 2020. I just didn't do it because at the time, creating a design, manufacturing it and getting it shipped, I didn't want to have like hundreds and hundreds of clothes in all different sizes sat in the house, just be stuck with them. So I kind of put it off, but I've been debating it for ages. And I think what I've come to realise is where like a lot of the things that I do, obviously on the channel and stuff, I want to have my own merch, again, just to sort of share my own business, if you like. So I spent the morning brainstorming with the girls. I like to get them involved in stuff as well. And I'd like to obviously, you know, do merch for the kids as well and whatnot. The main thing for me is the quality's got to be good. So I'm going to have to go down the route of testing loads of different stuff. So let me know in the comments, just out of curiosity. I'm just doing some research here, guys and girls. Would you be interested in merch if I brought it out? And a lot of you always ask me, you know, what t-shirt's that or what you're wearing and what's this? And I feel like it'd be better if I was just like, oh, it's my own stuff. You know what I mean? Had that thought. Feel like I might explore it. We'll see what happens. Yeah, I'm just watching the charts. Not a lot happening. Like I say, it's been a quiet week for me in trading terms. Literally not much at all. It's how it goes. I would, of course, prefer it to not go that way, but there's not much I can do about that. I had someone yesterday reach out to me asking me, you know, can you actually do this trading thing full time? You know, do you think it's possible? And look, 100%. Of course you can, you know. You got to remember, guys, like, anyone new here, I left my job in 2020. Like, I've worked for myself ever since. And I don't have some profitable mad business on the side that's sorting me out. It's doable, but it comes with stress and it comes with pressure and it comes with uncertainty. And I've tried to articulate that for years now. And I get it. People might be like, oh, 5% a month and I'm good. And it's like, listen, that's cool, but you can't always make 5% a month. You can't always guarantee it's going to happen. And with someone who's got a family, kids, responsibility, it's a big pressure. And that's why I'm looking at, you know, doing more and creating other stuff and branching out more, purely because why not? I've always said, I remember the quote I read years ago, if you've got one income source, you're one step away from poverty. And it's always lived with me, and it's true, because times like this where the market's quiet, this year's been tough for me in trading anyway, you know, those are the times where it makes things more difficult because I can't control what the market's doing. I can't make my setup appear. And this is where people will go on, you know, FOMO or tilt and start doing dumb shit. They're like, I need it. I need to make money because I've got no other option. And obviously you do what you've got to do to make money, right? To make it work. But trading is one of those things with the more effort that you put into it, it won't always yield a return, because if the market's not set up or positioned for you, there's nothing you can do. No matter how much studying you've done, there is just nothing I can do about it. And that's when you have to like dip into savings or money you've earned. It's why I've always said, when you're getting payouts, when you're making money, don't be stupid with it and start buying Rolexes and fucking Lamborghinis and stupid stuff, because you may need that money to cover you for the coming up months where it's quiet. And that's why I think it's very important not to just raise all your outgoings straight away. You're building a business for yourself, and all businesses take time to take off, and all businesses take time to grow. The difference between perhaps, you know, an online business, for example, selling products or clothes, for example, you can do a lot more marketing, you can do a lot more advertising. If the product's good, it will sell, right? Whereas with trading, you can put a lot more time and effort into it. But if the markets are just not setting up and they're not in your favour as such, you can't do nothing about that. And that's something you have to get to grips with. And I get it, it's not glamorous. You want to be like that Switzy guy. I'll be like, hey man, don't worry man, I'll just send you like 10 signals a day and you'll be profitable. But the reality of it is like, is that realistically gonna benefit you over a long period of time? No. And I'd rather be honest with you, and I'd rather tell you how it is than just chat shit, lie to you, sell you a dream, mislead you, and then you go, that guy's a dick. Rather be honest, even though it might piss you off and you might not like it, know it's coming from a place of care. Yeah, I'm gonna carry on seeing if the charts are gonna set up for me. I'm gonna go out for a walk for a little bit. I need to take the big man out, and then we're gonna go out and get some food. Yeah, I'll pick this up in a bit. Oh, slow coaches. Kira's gone for matchy, part me, part mum today. Mum's in that. I'm in that. Well, Man City were losing 1-0, and in the space of 4 minutes, it's 2-1. Fez. Just realised editing the vlog for tomorrow, which you're watching now, I hadn't outroed the video, and I felt bad not doing that because I always outro. So I just want to say, I know this week was a little bit all over the place, lots going on, lots happening, but I hope you enjoyed it. I feel like this week's one was a bit more of a travel vloggy, food vlogger, but it's all good. Everyone likes food, right? I say massive shout out for watching as always. Appreciate all of you, and I'll catch you on next week's video. Peace and love, gang.